operations continues in the Basantgarh area of district Udhampur in the valley, where the encounter was started late last night between the terrorists and the security forces. The security officials had initiated a joint search operation in the elevated regions of Basantgarh, falling under the jurisdiction of Basantgarh police station in Udhampur, acting on the precise intelligence regarding the presence of the terrorists in the affected area. The area has been cordoned off and now the search is also ongoing. Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Ajay Jandyal. Ajay, as we can understand, as per the information that has been available, that operation encounter took place in Udhampur and the security forces have exchanged fire with the terrorists. Now, this is, of course, in the wake of what has been going on so far on the uptick in the terrorist attacks in the valley. What is the current situation in the valley right now?
See, operations still continue on 3 locations in Jammu and Kashmir, and especially if you talk about the operation which started last late night when terrorist movement was spotted in the Basantgarh's Khaned area of Udhampur district. Immediately after this movement was spotted, security forces, they were on the job and they have cordoned off that area and search was started. And during that search operation, when these security forces personnel, they reached near to the terrorist location, they opened fire and a gunfight broke out between the terrorists and the security forces. Security forces, they are trying to neutralize neutralize the terrorists as soon as possible because it's a dense forest area. It was raining late night and definitely a dark was another challenging situation for the forces. But they have they still holded the cordon and operation still continues with the very first light of the day. Once again operation has started and it is expected that about 3 to 4 terrorists of Jaish-e-Mohammed, they are hiding in these forest area. Those who have infiltrated recently from the international border and they are continuously trying to give damage to the security forces. If you remember that last month these terrorists, they were spotted there in the Basantgarh area forest where there was a gunfight between the village defense committee and security forces and between the terrorists, and one village defense guard member was martyred in that encounter, and terrorists, they changed their location and now they're hiding in this area. So operation still continue and security forces are trying to neutralize all the terrorists present over there.
All right, Ajay, as we can understand, the situation continues to be volatile as far as the peace in the valley is question right now. What we also want to go to the breaking that we are tracking at the moment, where the operation at 3 places in Jammu and Kashmir, where one Kokonag area of Anantnag, where 2 Indian Army jawans were martyred and 1 civilian working, is ongoing. Operation continues at 3 places in Jammu and Kashmir, viewers. Second place where the anti-terror operation is underway is the Khanad Basantgarh area of Udhampur, where on 10th of August, 9th encounter broke out between terrorists and the security forces. And at the 3rd place, where the anti-terror operation continues, is the Padar forest area of Kishwat, where the encounter was started on 10th August night, where the movement was spotted of terrorists. Now, and Ajay, as we understand that the operation still continues in the affected regions, the security forces and terrorists have exchanged fire, and also at 3 crucial regions where the operation is still underway. Please share details about how important these 3 areas and sensitive rather are, where anti-terror operations are ongoing, how sensitive the situation currently at the ground is, and has there been an uptick in the deployment of the security forces as well to manage the situation better?
We have seen that how a number of troops have been deployed additionally in this region, and especially if you talk about the 3 gun battles which are going on over there in Jammu and Kashmir. First is first gun battle was started there in the Kokonag area of Anantnag, where terrorists were spotted, and they basically were hiding in the 10,000 feet height, and security forces got this input and the operation was launched. And during the exchange of fire, 2 Indian Army Jawan, they martyred, 1 civilian also was killed in that operation. operation, and operation still continue. Another operation was started there in the Kishtwar Padar area, where in the forest area of Padar, some suspected movement of 3 to 4 terrorists was spotted, and they were the same those who were active in the Doda district, and they basically might have shifted and relocated to the Kishtwar district. So in that area, 3 to 4 terrorists are hiding, and anti-terror operation is continuing over there. And a third one is there where this in the Udhampur Basantgarh area, where operation is going on over there. We'll try to show you the visuals of the forest here in the Jammu and Kashmir. If you see that in these forest area, what are the challenges that terrorists basically use the hideouts, the thick vegetation to hide in the forest area, and they also try to basically use the communication devices which basically are not traceable by the security forces. Earlier, what was happening that whenever they were using any mode of communication, that they were traced and then neutralized by the security forces. But now we can say that they are using such gadgets which basically are not traceable now right now by the security forces, and that's why this is advantage to the terrorists. But forces, they are on the job, and definitely they'll be neutralized soon, because they are the trained terrorists by the Pakistani army and the Pakistani SSG commandos, and there are even inputs that possibly some of the commandos, they might have infiltrated to this side. So definitely situation is challenging, but security forces are ensuring that all the terrorists are present over here, they'll be neutralized soon.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.